Now let's go to Sky News Centre now and bring in Nina Schick. She is from the Open Europe think tank. Hello to you, Nina, again. President Putin must be looking at these images. He must be monitoring what the West is saying and what President Obama is saying. And his back's against the wall, isn't it?
Well, very much, and he's in a very tricky position. So what will happen next is, once the facts have been established, what the EU will then do is they're coming together, the foreign ministers are coming together at a meeting on Tuesday, and then they will have to decide amongst themselves what the appropriate reaction should be. Because, of course, if Europe decides to go down the path of more sanction, there has to be unanimity amongst the 28 EU member states. And as this crisis has been going up, we found that there are states who have very different approaches, some being more dovish and others being more hawkish. But this will serve as something to focus their minds, and they will probably have to come together and do something that's a little bit stronger than they have done until this point.
Nina, President Obama has been reasonably critical of Europe, saying that they need to bring in tougher sanctions, tougher economic sanctions against President Putin in order for it to be effective, for him to think again about the situation in Ukraine. He has also suggested that this will now focus the minds of Europeans. What do you think?
Yes, indeed. And of course, the West will be very much using soft power. They won't be using any kind of military intervention. And by that, we mean an expansion of sanctions. And as you correctly mentioned, the US has been pushing the EU to do more in this. And the US has taken stronger sanctions than the EU. All the EU has done so far is taken targeted sanctions on 72 individuals and 2 companies operating out of Crimea, but they have been preparing the groundwork to extend those sanctions to people who are close to Putin, and now perhaps also broader sectoral sanctions on areas that would affect the Russian economy. It's important to point out that even though the Russians have been kind of laughing off these Western sanctions, they have started to take effect. We've seen the ruble tumble. We've also seen lots and lots of capital flights, so money flowing out of Russia since the sanctions started. And there was recently a leaked paper from the Russian Treasury saying that these sanctions actually have quite a lot of bite. So although Putin will probably continue with his bravado and laugh off these sanctions, saying that they will have no effect, the truth is that they are having an effect.
Okay, Nina, for now, thanks very much indeed.